Welcome to the WCG for the final fixture of the summer. Brennan's 11 and Rabi's 11 will do battle once more in this day-night limited overs fixture. After a one-sided test series which Brennan's 11 swept 3-0, this will be the last opportunity for Rabi's 11 to save some face. The captains are in the middle and ready for the toss. So it will be Rabi's 11 skipper to call. He has called flats, and it is a flat. And he celebrates because he has won his first toss of the summer, and he is elected to bat first. So there are two changes to the Rabi's 11's lineup which took the field in that third and final test match. The squad will be captained by Rabi Obasha once again. Michael Johnson, Pat McGregor, Ryan Schaefer and Robert Leonard retain their places, as too does Nathan Hancock, who bowled beautifully with the swing ball in this year's series. But the spotlight will be on Daniel Arnold, who was drafted into the Rabi's 11 side after his fantastic Australia Day T20 Big Bash. And it's a full WCG debut to the highly rated Justin Brook. There are also two changes to the Brennan's 11's lineup, which wrapped up that clean sweep in the third test match. The side will be captained by Brendan Scott once again, with Mark Pasterfield, Daniel Hancock and Matt White retaining their places. Gavin Merrifield returns after being rested for that third test match at the expense of Jack Sullivan. Josh Bolling and Hamid Obasha, the 2 inches short of a length pairing, also retain their places. And with Alex Stepien unavailable for selection today, it's Tom Doyle, who had a brilliant T20 Big Bash with the bat, who makes his return to Brennan's 11. So it will be Michael Johnson who will get this innings underway for Rabi's 11 with the bat. He has had tremendous success with the bat in this fixture down the years. He'll be looking to get his side off to another good start. So the first ball of the limited overs fixture will be Matt White over the wicket to Michael Johnson. In now, and it's a good length delivery, and he's right on the money from ball one. And that's a solid lead from Johnson first up. Confident start from both sides. White to continue to Johnson over the wicket in the opening over. As he's in now, and it's another good length delivery. It's just outside the off stump, and Johnson leaves it alone. These two guys were instrumental in Wet Up's first title at the Australia Day T20 Big Bash, as they now find themselves back on opposing teams. So White will continue to Johnson. In now, it's a fuller delivery, and this one goes straight through Johnson. And there's a small appeal from several of the Brennan's 11's fieldsmen, but it's been given not out, and that must have missed the leg stump by a whisker. 0 for 0 into the second over. Mark Pasterfield to bowl around the wicket. It's in now, it's a good length delivery, but this one is quite wide, and it has been given a wide. So Rabi's 11 are off and racing for this match. Pasterfield has a bit to prove in this fixture after his ordinary test series for Brennan's 11. As he's in now, around the wicket to Johnson. It's a full delivery, and Johnson has a wild swing. And to be fair, it was a full toss and there to hit. He just gets his shape all wrong. He misses. Pasterfield to continue around the wicket in the second over. As he's in now, it's a good length delivery, and Johnson rocks back on the back foot and hammers this down the ground for the first runs off the bat. Johnson is off the mark in style. 6 runs. So Middle Basher will bowl the third over of the innings. And he's in now to Johnson's a full delivery outside off stump, and Johnson goes bang down the ground for another maximum. This has been the trademark of Johnson in this fixture down the years, and he's off and racing. No wicket for 13 in the opening power play. Smith Basher will bowl to Johnson once again, and this one hits Johnson on the legs. Reminder that it is a mandatory bowling power play in the opening 5 overs. Only 3 fieldsmen are allowed on the field during that phase. A batting power play to be used at any time after that with the same rules. Middle Basher into Michael Johnson again. This one's a good length delivery, and Johnson is forward, but he catches the edge, and that's the first wicket down for Rabi's 11. And Middle Basher gets the breakthrough, and he's got Johnson for 12. It'll be young Nathan Hancock who will come to the crease at number 2 for Rabi's 11. High score of 20 in the second test match of the test series. He's got plenty of time in this fixture to improve on that score. So it'll be Hamid Obasha to bowl to Nathan Hancock for his first delivery. In now, it's a full delivery. This one slides down the leg side. It will be called a wide. Obasha to continue to Hancock in the third over. And he's in now, it's a good length delivery, but Nathan Hancock has left this alone. And surely he's been given. Obasha gets his second wicket of the over. This is a beautiful delivery which ducks back in, and you don't get much plumber than that. Rugby's 11, 2 for 16. The Rugby's 11 are in a bit of trouble early on in this limited overs fixture, and it'll be Justin Brook, the debutant, to make his way to the crease. Baptism of fire for the debutant, as he'll now have to navigate his first few deliveries against the Brennan's 11 skipper in this fourth over. So it'll be Brendan Scott to bowl to Justin Brook for his first delivery at the WCG. As he's in now over the wicket, it's a shorter delivery, and Justin Brook leaves that well outside the off stump. And from all reports, Brook is a very accomplished cricketer. He's got his work cut out for him with his side in trouble in this opening power play. Scott will continue to him over the wicket. It's a full delivery. There's a massive appeal. Has he been given? No, he hasn't. Scott can't believe it. Here it's a full wide one. Nah, looks like he's missed it by some way. 2 for 16 into the fourth over. Scott will continue to Brook, and this one looks like a slower ball. It's a full wide one outside the off stump, and Brook leaves it alone. Brennan's 11 dominating Rugby's 11 once more in these opening stages. They're picking up where they left off in the Test series. As Scott is in for the final ball of his over, and it's a pretty sound defence there from Justin Brook. It'll be Daniel Hancock to bowl the final over of the power play. And he's in now round the wicket to Brook, and that's a good delivery. Bang on the money there was Hancock, as he keeps the pressure on the debutant. 2 for 16 into this final over of the power play. These early wickets have not allowed Rugby's 11 to get off to a flyer, as Hancock is in again to Brook, and that's another good delivery which was tailing into the off stump. It's well watched from the debutant, who leaves that alone outside the off stump. Brook has shown in these opening stages that he is up for the fight here, with his side in trouble in the opening overs. As Hancock is into Brook once more, and that's a brilliant drive through the offside, as that beats Merrifield at cover, and Justin Brook scores his first runs at the WCG. He does it in style. For 22, as bowling will bowl around the wicket to Brook for the sixth over. It's a full delivery on the leg stump, and he clips it off his toes. Hancock recovers, fields that in time to prevent any runs. This is good so far from Brennan's 11, who have put the squeeze on Rugby's 11. As bowling will bowl around the wicket now to Brook. This one's a shorter delivery, and Brook drags this on the leg side, but that's brilliantly fielded off his own bowling by bowling. He saves a certain boundary. Yeah, this is good though by Brook, just steadying the ship after the fall of early wickets. His bowling will continue around the wicket again. This one's a fuller delivery, and it's a play miss there from Brook. That's a beautiful bit of bowling there from bowling. Really, when he gets it right, he can be a handful, as evidence there. So bowling is in for the final ball of his over. As he's in now, this is a full floated delivery, and Brook goes bang down the ground for 6. That's a brilliant shot there from the debutant. Got to the pitch and hammered it. 6 runs. 2 for 28 as Gavin Merrifield will bowl the 7th over of the innings. As he's in now to Brook, and that's a good length delivery. That one tailing back into Brook's stumps, and he deals with it well. He's been fielded there by Brennan's 11 skipper. Looks like he's done himself a mischief by trying to field that ball. As he clutches his gut region. Perhaps if he lost a spare tyre, he wouldn't be in so much pain. As Merrifield will continue to Brook. It's a full delivery, and that's a sitter. Dropped there by Pasterfield. That's a big opportunity missed. It pops up to Pasterfield on. It's a dolly. Let off there for Brook. This will be Tom Doyle, the bowler, 8th over of the innings. As he's in now, and that's a beautifully flighted leg spinner, which grips and spins. And that's a brilliant way to start from the big fella. And that's well watched in the end from Brook. 2 for 28. As Tom Doyle will continue in the 8th over. As he's in once again, this one's a shorter delivery, and it's a gift there from Brook, who hammers his pass a minute cover for another boundary. Just drags this one down. There's a big fella. Pays the price. Doyle to continue over the wicket in the 8th over. As he bowls again to Brook, and he drags this one down again, and it takes multiple bounces and is hammered on the offside for 6. After a fantastic opening delivery, he has served up 2 shockers. Rugby's 11, 2 for 38 as Doyle will come in for the final ball of his over. In now, it's an off spinner, but this one's another short delivery, and Brook is able to get this through the mid-wicket region for another boundary. A brilliant over for Rugby's 11, 14 off it, 2 for 42. The cycle is complete, and Matt White will bowl the 9th over of the innings, as he's in now to Brook, and it's a quick delivery outside the off stump, which Brook leaves alone. So Justin Brook looks to be another very handy signing here for Rugby's 11, as he has moved along to 24 and is stabilising the ship here for the Reds. As White will continue to him now over the wicket. In now, it's a full delivery and it's well driven on the offside, but it's brilliantly fielded there by Hamid al-Bashir at cover. Yeah, this is great cricket all round. A good delivery, a great stroke, and a great bit of fielding. White to steam in once again over the wicket here to Brook. In now, it's a good length delivery and that beats Justin Brook outside the off stump. That is an absolute bullet there from White, but Brook survives. It'll be Mark Pasterfield, the bowler, 10th over of the innings. As he's in now to Brook, and that's a good length delivery outside the off stump, and Brook leaves that alone. Yeah, this has been a good innings from Brook just to get Rabi's 11 back on track after their early stutters where they lost 2 in 4 deliveries. And for Mark Pasterfield, he'll be looking to respond after dropping a dolly in that 7th over. As he's in now to Justin Brook, and it's a full delivery, and there's a massive appeal, and he has got him back. He has picked up the big wicket of Brook. Yeah, it must have been a faint tickle, yeah it was, and he goes for 24. So it'll be Pat McGregor to walk in at number 4 for Rabi's 11. Had a torrid time with the bat in the Test series and for large parts of the Australia Day Big Bash. Can he come good for the men in red in this final fixture of the summer? So it'll be Pasterfield into McGregor for his first delivery. In now, it's a good length delivery, and McGregor is forward and defends well on the offside. Here another brilliant battle brewing here at the WCG between these rivals. Rabi's 11 3 for 42 into the 10th over. Here's Mark Pasterfield will come in for the final ball of his over. In now to McGregor. That's a brilliant delivery, a brilliant full delivery, which nearly yorks McGregor. McGregor jams his bat down in time and keeps someone out. It'll be Hamid al-Bashir in for the 11th over of the innings. And he's in now to McGregor, and this one is off his foot. Was there a bit of bat? White has taken the catch. Yeah, the umpire says not out. Oh, this one will be tight. It's a full one to McGregor. Oh, and I think he just waxed the inside of his foot. So I think this is a brilliant decision there from the umpire. But a right call made by the umpire. So Middlebasher will continue again here to McGregor. And this one slides down the leg side and will be called a wide. 3 for 43 into the 11th over. So this match is delicately placed. As al-Bashir will continue to McGregor over the wicket. As he's in now, it's a short delivery, and that's well fielded by Tom Doyle there at mid-wicket. And unlucky there for McGregor, who has nailed that one, but still is yet to get off the mark. Pressure being built up on McGregor. As al-Bashir is in for the final ball of his over, and it goes straight through McGregor, but just does enough to beat that leg stump as it goes through the gate. Unfortunate there for Hamid. So it'll be Scott to bowl the final over before the drinks break. And he's in now to McGregor, and it's a full delivery, and he hits this on the leg side. And Josh Bolling nearly takes an absolute weldy there at mid-on. It's a brilliant effort, but he just can't hold on. Scott will continue to McGregor in the 12th over. As he's in now, it's a shorter delivery, and he pulls this on the leg side. And it's a bobble there from Doyle. So McGregor is off the mark. And it's ironic cheers there from Scott. A bit of banter there towards McGregor, whose woes with the bat are well documented. That'll give the big fella a bit of a confidence boost as he's off the mark. So it'll be Scott to continue to McGregor over the wicket. In now, and this one's a full delivery, and it's driven down the ground, and it's misfielded there from White, and McGregor gets his first boundary of the innings, so that'll lift the confidence even further. So McGregor showing some decent signs here. Scott will continue to him now. It's a full slow delivery, but he's dragged this one as he hammers this over the house, and that will be the 4th wicket of the innings. McGregor goes for 5, 4 for 48. So it will be Daniel Arnold, the new boy in the Rabi's 11 setup, who will come out to bat at number 5. Had a fantastic debut tournament in that Australia Day T20 Big Bash. Can he kick on from there? So it'll be Scott into Arnold for his first delivery. In now, and it looks like another slower ball outside the off stump. It's well watched from Arnold, who leaves that alone. So just the 1 ball remaining before the drinks break. It's been a fantastic session of cricket which has ebbed and flowed. Scott will come into Arnold for the final ball of his over. In now, it's a full delivery, and he's got this one through Arnold's defences. Arnold is clean bowled by Scott for a duck. And Brennan's 11 going to the drinks break on top. So Rabi's 11, after being rescued by debutant Justin Brook, have lost 3 for 5 in those final few overs before the drinks break, to be reeling at 5 for 48, and still have plenty of work to do if they're going to get themselves up to a competitive total. Scott and El Basher taking 2 wickets each in that session to leave the men in blue well on top.